Good morning, everyone. Corinne from Mama's Little Lambs. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you all things apples, and I will be back and let you know what this is all about. Welcome back, everyone. As I told you today, I am sharing in a collaboration, and it's going to be all about apples. I absolutely love apples. Growing up in Michigan, there were several orchards, and I worked at an orchard, and I absolutely loved it. They had a beautiful store. It was decorated so cute. It had jams, and it had apple butter, and it had all kinds of great things to purchase. And we also had a packaging company there, and they packaged and manufactured and shipped out several bags of apples. We also did specialty boxes, sent them to companies, special gifts. So it was wonderful being there. The fall time was fabulous. And being out there when all the apple blossoms were in bloom was amazing. The smell was so sweet. So I have a special place in my heart for apples. I love apples. And so today I'm going to share with you some different things that I have. The things that I have are for my preschool. I do a private Montessori school, and I'm going to share with you some fun things that we do and share when it comes to talking about all things apples. So in our basket here, we have different colors of apples, and they love these. They're always like, those look good enough to eat, Miss Corinne. And I said, oh, we don't want to eat these. These are plastic. But I like to display these up on our shelves where we gather our work. So this is our basket, and I just kind of decorated it with some little red and white checked ribbon, and I love the burlap, and I think I got this at Michael's. And my apples, possibly Michael's too, or Hobby Lobby. One or the other, but they look so real and yummy. I love delicious apples, and I love the Granny Smiths. So perfect combination. Love the bright color. Some things that I purchased were some signs, and it says apples 5 cents. And another one is the caramel apple bar. And I put these all up for display. I love having things and decorating our classroom. It's fun for fall, and apples is just a perfect thing to do. Another one I have that I got from a student is Teachers Have Class. It's a little apple. Super cute. Another item that was purchased for me by one of my students and their family was this pencil holder. It's really cute. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got the holder for the pencil on top. So I really enjoy that very much. And then another gift I received was this little apple, and it has a little plant in it, and I really like that. It's very pretty. So those are special things to me. I really enjoy them. Another thing I found was and this is wood, and it's apple pie, and it has all the ingredients listed here, directions on this side. So we are going to make an apple pie, and we're also going to make apple crisp. So this will be fun for the children to do in practical life. We want to learn about cooking and in the kitchen, so great little recipe for apple pie. Another item I have is an apple bag. You have to have bags to put your apples in. So this is absolutely perfect. And I just love this bag. It's really nice, heavy, and thick. So we are going to go on a field trip, and we're going to visit an orchard. And we are going to gather some apples, and we are going to bring those back. And those are what we're going to do with apple crisp and apple pie. So we're excited for that. Another fun thing to do, we have this little apple. And it, of course, it's to take photos with. And we did that earlier in the year when we were first our first day of school. We had fun putting these on, my daughter, my son, and my other students. So lots of fun with those. Another one that I have is this lacing. It's a apple lacing, and you take it out. It has different apples, and you lace it, and you can see where the little string goes in here. So they love doing this. This is another fun one of the games they have. We also have this game called Attribute Apples. There's Attribute Apples. There's 27 apples for sorting many different ways. And we like to sort them. They have small, medium, and large. We like to sort them by color. So there's many different games you can play with this. And the apples are really cute. Let me take the top off and show you those. Here's one of the red ones. And then we have some green. And they feel really nice. And here's the yellow, and you got a little worm poking out of that one. So this is a super fun game. Love doing this. Even in our nutrition unit study, we do the apples because it's lots of fun. And we always put them back in the right order with the colors where they go. You can see there's quite a few in there. Like I said, there's 27, and there's many different ways you can play this game. So fun game for the kids. Another one that we have is Abundant Harvest. And this is a great game. It says you reap what you sow. So just like the little red hen, remember, nobody wanted to help. So we all want to be helpers here. And so that we have fun playing this game, we want to make sure we do our part. So good, great game to have. I really like that. I'm tongue twisted, I guess, this morning. Can't talk. Another game that we play, I decorated a basket. I don't know if you can see the front of it or not. Put little apples on it. And filled this with apples. And what we do with these is we roll a die, and whatever we land on, we take that many apples out. So this is good for math, and we love doing that. And they love counting the apples. So this is another fun game for them, and they enjoy that. We have a couple banners that I had, and this one is Apples and Pumpkins and Corn Mazes. And you can take it out. I'm going to take it out so we can learn the phonetic sounds. We've been working on those, and we know most of those. So we're going to try to sound out the words and put the letters in orders, in the proper order that it would go. This banner I'm going to hang up, or I'm going to mark numbers, and we're going to put this in a correct order. Super cute little basket with apples in it. These are just name tags here, but I am going to take... I have these little bowls. They're super cute. These I got off Esty. And I have some little erasers that I picked up. And they have yellow, red, and green in them. And they put the correct color in the bowls. So that's a fun one to do. And then we have these. So I usually label the red one here with the red bowl. I put the yellow with the yellow, and the green with the green. And we try to coordinate. So we know this is red and red, green and green, yellow and yellow. So that way they have a clear understanding. And then we can roll the dice, and we can count and take out the apples by however many dice we roll, whatever the die lands on, the number, that's what we do. We also have this. It holds different colors, and I put red, green, and yellow in here. And they need to match where all the colors would go. So I'll ask them to tell me this color in English and Spanish. So yellow, amarillo, and then they have to find another yellow and put it in there, and so forth. And they will do that till we're all the way filled all the way around, and we take turns doing these, and that way everybody is getting a turn. So just a fun game working on colors, English and Spanish. We have some fun stamps because we do the blank books. So we got these little apple stamps, super cute. You can see those or not, but really, really cute. Love those stamps. We have some, let's see, I think I'm going to share with you some other items that we do, because I have tons of stuff and just so much fun things to do. This is an apple tree, and you put how many trees. So you draw a number, and I'll say find the number 6 and put 6 apples on the tree. And they're Velcro. So this is really nice. This is a fun game for them to play. And we go through all the different numbers. So we're doing math again, learning numbers, and just recognition. And so it's a lot of fun to play. This is an apple counting game. So it says apple counting cards. It's got the numbers on there. So we're going to match that with a number that we would have. So if we had a number 1, we are going to find a number 1. Or we can take and put 1 apple. Let's do a green one to match. We'll put 1 apple on there, the number 1. When we get to 2, of course, we'll do the same thing, and we would put 2 apples. So on the number 1, we would place 1 apple. These are always cut out. I just haven't gotten to that yet. And we would put 2 on there, and so forth. So we have another math game that we can do, which the children love doing, and it goes all the way up to number 9. Another one that I have is numbers again, and it is counting. And so I will give them this number 1. We also roll up a red Play-Doh and put 1 on here. And then when they got to 2, they would fill in 2 apples. So that way we have recognition of the numeral number and the quantity. And it goes all the way up, I do believe, yes, to number 10. So another fun game for them to do, learning educational game for math. We do have the life cycle of an apple tree. And it's fun because it goes through, it tells you where the cycle starts and how it goes around, and it gets flowers on it, and then it gets apples, and then you have an apple. So it goes through all of there. It tells you the life cycle of an apple. So it starts out, it says after an apple seed is planted, it takes a few weeks before it begins to sprout. The roots grow down into the soil, and a stem begins to grow up. And then it just keeps telling you the story, and you go through each life cycle. You go through each one, and then this is the life cycle, and you have to match these cards with these. So 1 is to a seed. 2 would be, oh my, it would be a tree. And then 3, it has apples on it, and 4 over to the apple. And then this tells you the parts of an apple. So we have a stem, we have the leaf, we have the flesh, we have the skin, and we have the seeds. And I have a felt one also that they have that we can take apart by layers. And then this is just word blanks, and we can cut these out and put them in here, and they can fill them in and tell me where they go. And then we're learning that the letter A is for apple. And then it's just our apple tree, and I give each one, and they color their apple tree. So that's another fun game to play. I also have books that we use, because it is important. I love reading books. This book is called Harvest Time. We have A Day at the Apple Orchard, and it's so cute. The girls are picking apples, having fun. And Apple Life. This is a good book. It goes through just like the cycle. It goes through each page. It tells you life cycles. All living things have a life cycle, and Apple has a life cycle too. And it tells you all about the different parts and the little shoot that comes up, and the roots. It shows you the roots, and it just goes through each part. It's just wonderful, and how we have to take care of them. There's the beautiful flowers. Love those. Are in the springtime. So it just goes through, gives you the life cycle. We have this one, A Day at the Apple Orchard. This book is apples. Apples here. This is the fun Dr. Seuss. 10 apples up on top. And then I love this book. This is probably one of my favorite. The Apple Pie Tree. It's an amazing book. If you don't have it, you would love it. It's so much fun. I just really love for all elementary age children and even older. And then we do a chapter book, and this is Johnny Appleseed. So we read this one also. And we have a couple other books that we do during this period of time. We have The Boy on the Orchard and Workers and Growing Trees and Apple Seeds. And they're all chapter books that we read for morning basket time. We also have this book. It's called Outside Your Window. Absolutely gorgeous book. Everything in it is beautiful. There's not anything that I don't like. And this is the poem about apples. And it goes through the different apples and the different kinds of apples. It's just absolutely beautiful. And like I said, all the illustrations in this book are beautiful. If you've never seen this book, look at it at your library. I know this is a first book of nature, and it's outside your window, and it's got the most beautiful poems in there. It's just a beautiful book altogether. So those are fun things we do. I also got this sign because I like it. It's a guide to apples. If you're not certain the apples you're hunting for or what they're used best for, this lists all the names. It tells you what they gives you a picture of what each one looks like and what they're best used for. And I got this at Target. I thought, wow, that's great because it's nice to know what kind of apples are best for baking pies, what are best for making caramel apples, and just goes through all the different apples. So that's wonderful. The last thing I want to share with you is a very, very fun. And this is applesauce. And we use salt and sand to make letters in that. But I saw this on Pinterest and I thought this was such a cute idea with the applesauce. So we're going to make A for apple. And my son loves it because he licks his fingers. We make sure our hands are clean and then we just go through and then you just shake it out. And it takes a letter out. But so much fun to do. And I just got a red plate. And I usually put the letters in here I want them to make. I have a little wipe in here. And then just some other letters that go down here. And it's perfect. And this is strawberry apple sauce. So it's really, really good. So that is fun things that we like doing. I love all kinds of apples. I think they're amazing. When I seen this come up as a collaboration, I said I have to do that. So this collaboration is hosted by Ingrid over at Mama and Mia Homeschool Chronicles. And I will list her information below. Also a playlist of all the fantastic mamas that are going to be making a video so that you can go and check each one of those out. I know you'll really enjoy them. They're fantastic. I've done collaborations with them before, so I think it's something that you will really, really enjoy. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I want to thank you for stopping in and checking out my channel. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more, go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to click the notification bell. It'll let you know when a new video is up. And once again, thank you and have a wonderful time this fall and enjoy apples because apples are amazing. Health-wise, they are so good for you. As they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Bye.